Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is a special edition where our focus will be on Waaree Renewable Technologies earnings. This time around, the company has reported a 16.7% year-on-year decline in its profit after tax in Q3. That's coming at 53.5 crores, but it's recorded a healthy 11.15% year-on-year growth in its top line in the revenue from operations that has stood at 360 odd crore rupees as well. Now, when we talk about the expenses, that's also risen tad bit from 238 crore rupees in the year ago period of the same quarter to 293 odd crore rupees this time around as well. EBITDA has also seen a dip of 18% odd at 72 odd crore rupees, and the margins have come down sharply to 20% versus 27% in the year ago same period quarter as well. To get us a sense of what has been behind the lackluster performance this time around and whether things will improve in the next quarter onwards, we have with us the top management joining in. Mr. Dilip Panjwani, he is the CFO of Waaree Renewables Technologies, and he joins in on the show with us. Warm welcome to you, sir. Good to have you with us as is always, and it's a pleasure to speak to you. First up, could you highlight for all our viewers, how have you assessed this time the earnings that have come in? A lot of parameters where softness and dip has been seen. Is it a one-off in this quarter that has happened? What really has caused? Any 2-3 factors that you could highlight, sir?
Sakshi, first of all, thank you for giving us this platform and opportunity to explain to our stakeholders. I would rate this quarter to be an exceptional quarter rather than a lackluster quarter. Look at the positive developments that have happened during the quarters. We are already staring at the largest order at 2 gigawatt that we have won in this quarter. Almost like 1400 crore rupees order that we have won in one quarter. That's a big win for us, and that's how even the sector looks at it. Besides, how EPC companies are looked at is on their annual performance and not on just one quarter performance. If you look at
Yeah.
our 9 performance, we are 85% up and we are 44% up in our profits. So how would I call this a quarter a lackluster? It's something that we can discuss.
Okay, understood. Do tell us, sir, especially on the margins, I wanted to understand a bit. How would you explain the 700 basis points kind of a dip that you have seen? Is this because of some, probably maybe your focus has been more towards raising your sales this time around? What has caused this dip?
Sakshi, again, we are industry leading in our margin, already. And when we were 27%, or last year when we ended at 23%, we still informed our stakeholders that we should be below 15%. We are still in this quarter at just 0.04% below 20%. And even for 9 months, we are at 16.5%. So we are quite decent in our profits even now. Not only decent, we are performing still the best in terms of margins, Sakshi.
Okay, okay. And what would you be comfortable with, sir, going forward? Is there a band that you're comfortable with in the margins?
So our comfort zone, which we have been telling since 2 or 3 quarters, is that just below 15% should be our comfort zone.
Okay, just below 15% should be your comfort zone right there. And would you be able to, since you were talking about the largest ever order, the order book at a very strong position right there, industry leading orders is what you've been getting. Could you explain to us currently what is your unexecuted order book like? What is the order pipeline that you're looking at from here onwards currently?
So, on all these parameters also, if you look at our trajectory, we have grown from 2.4 gigawatt in March to now 3.4 gigawatt as an our unexecuted order book. So our executed order book also is at almost like 3,700 crores, and the pipeline is still strong at 24 gigawatt. So, but this is very pretty strong pipeline that we are talking to our customers, and trust me, all our orders are pretty complex, and orders where customers want to put their trust with us.
Yes. When we talk about the order book again, could you split for us, sir, in your various key segments, where is it that you're getting maximum orders for, in which of your key verticals?
So as always, we have been very prominent in private space in utility scale IPPs. So biggest order pipeline of 17 gigawatt is coming from utility scale IPP players. The balance 5.5 gigawatt or almost like 6 gigawatt comes from government business.
Okay, got that. And geographically, sir, would you like to explain to us how is it split? Are there any international orders that you're getting as of now?
So right now we are still domestically focused in a big way, and with domestic, Rajasthan dominates in our this thing. Though we don't have a split of that, but
Okay.
Rajasthan is one of our largest, then, followed by Andhra, and then,
Okay.
Gujarat and Maharashtra, we do have orders.
Okay. And how is the current demand scenario place, sir? Key sectors where you're actually getting these orders from also, and where is the demand emerging?
So demand is still from utility scale IPP players, but going forward, we are seeing that, rooftop will also emerge as a significant opportunity, which we have been talking,
Yeah.
that's a 30 gigawatt opportunity that will play out. And we have reorganized our company to focus on those small orders of rooftop, like 5 megawatt, 10 megawatt, which in
Okay.
unit terms, gives good margin play also.
Okay, so this 5 megawatt and 10 megawatt would be from what kind of clusters that you will be targeting, sir?
Mostly C&I players.
Okay. And where all are you going to go for? Is it still going to be largely towards Rajasthan and Andhra geographically?
Wherever industrial zones are located, like Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Gujarat, those are the places we will target, including Rajasthan.
Okay, got that, sir. Sir, do tell us now, when we talk about your expansion plans going forward from here, how is that really looking like in terms of where are you as of now in capacity? What kind of capacities would you look to add?
So no, we are a platform business. For us, capacity constraint is never exist. We just need to incrementally increase our manpower. That said, our focus, as we have explained, has always been, in terms of RTC power, hybrid, firm and renewable dispatchable power. So those are our focus areas going forward, which is where the sector is also positioning itself. But besides, we are now going to foray into data business, data center business, EPC for data centers business. Our next focus area, in coming quarters will be that as well. That also has a
Okay.
lot of energy consumption. Our board has okayed, foray into data center business last
Wow.
night.
Okay. Okay, that looks exciting as well. So, in terms of your key contribution to your top line, sir, how are your key verticals placed right now? And because now you're going to be foraying into some such other things, how are you really looking forward to the kind of, expansion that you would want in data centers, and what kind of contribution would it potentially have to your top line?
That is too early to say because, both sectors offer significant play. India's target of 500 gigawatt in renewable itself is a big,
Yes.
achievement that, that is there in next just 5 years itself, 2029, 2030. Then data center is growing at, almost 16% per annum, which is also a very decent growth. Having, this e-commerce, artificial intelligence, they all need data centers at the end of the day. So that's a significant opportunity. But to put a peg a number as to which one will contribute more, for us, it's build anyway. Build either EPC for renewable or build for data centers.
Okay, understood that. Especially in the green hydrogen space also, could you tell us, sir, how are you placed right now? What is your expansion plan there?
Right now, the government's focus has been on storage, which is BESS and solar, which is where, almost like 40 gigawatt of work is happening. Hydrogen, until now, the use case is yet to come. So maybe couple of years down the line, the focus may shift to hydrogen. But right now, as I told you, the focus is more on solar. Wherever, government tail action is happening, your focus has been on that space.
Correct. So on solar also, sir, since the government has its ambitious targets right though, what is the kind of opportunity that you are looking to grab for yourself as a company from that?
So, for me, we have to look at historically how we have grown to understand, because I can't give a targeted number at a particular pace. We were like, 160 to 160 crores. We grew to 326. From there, we grew to 876. We might end up about 1800, 2000 crores this year. If you put any metric, we have grown two to two and a half times. I would still target, that our company grows in that range in the coming years.
Okay, got that. And going forward, sir, help us understand a little bit on what can we expect on your top line and profitability in terms of guidance going forward for FY25. What are you keeping in your mind for FY26? Where would you be?
So, FY26, I already hinted you that the company has grown 2x times each year, and that way the company's focus will be to grow equally, in FY26 and FY27 as well. But there's no guidance that as such, we are giving.
Sure.
This quarter and this year, the balance that 3 months are left, January, February, March, we should be doing about between 500 to 600 megawatt of further business.
And by when do you see 1000 crores coming in on an annualized basis for you, sir, in your top line? How soon will that target be achieved, sir? Looking at the kind of pace of growth that you've highlighted.
That's already achieved. We are already 1120 crores in 9.
1120. Okay.
Yeah. And if you even if you extrapolate this quarter of 360, we are already at 1,000 crore run rate already. We should not be looking at doubling that.
Doubling that. And how soon will you be looking to double that, sir? By FY27, you said.
FY26.
FY26 alone. Okay, that's wonderful. So doubling this in FY26 itself, and that's how you are looking to 2x growth on an annualized basis is what you're looking at right now.
Right.
Okay, sir. And on the margins front, you said under 15% is what you're looking at. That should be comfortable to you. On an annualized basis, what should we expect from you there, sir?
Same in that region. Give and take, a quarter may have a dip or a high, but on an annualized basis, that's what we are looking at.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Panjwani, for speaking to us. It's always a pleasure to have you with us on Business Today to give us a guidance and to show us a sneak peek as to what can we expect in this interesting and exciting region that you work in. I wish you all the very best for the upcoming quarters as well, and looking forward to more interactions going forward to understand your newer forays and how that is going to shape up the business going forward, sir.
Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you for your good words.
Thank you so much. With that, viewers, I hope this has given you a lot of insight as to how the company is really looking at the current set of numbers, what is the outlook that's coming in, how the company is actually poised to grow 2x as far as the annualized revenues are concerned. By FY26, you could be looking at over, 2,000 odd crore rupees of annualized revenue for the company. Currently, they are at about 1,100 odd crore rupees odd or 1,000 crore rupees odd. So you can actually look at a doubling of that, and that's the pace that they are going to be growing to. I hope this has given you a lot of insight. Do stay with us on Business Today as we continue to get you all the fascinating insights from top managements which are reporting their numbers in Q3. All right. Okay. Then let's, what we'll do is we'll quickly get onto the markets then. 23,230 right now as far as the Nifty is concerned. We are at an 80 point of a downtake. So we have definitely been choppy throughout the trading session. If you look, there's been quite a lot of choppiness right now. Even though we've recovered from the day's low point quite sharply, there are volumes also that have gotten better, but we are still hovering about 0.4% lower in trade. Let's look at the key sectors that are actually contributing to this sharp slide in the markets. IT, over 2.4% of a decline that can be seen. And remember, this comes in amid a lot of earnings that are coming in. Large part of this also has to do with Infosys, which has dragged about 6% in trade today. And interestingly, I'll point out something interesting also for all you viewers who are watching Infosys also very, very closely because of this kind of numbers that have come in. The numbers were good or decent, I would say, but it was the kind of wage hike impact on margins that you've seen is something that has impacted the company and the shares right there. Interestingly, one fact that you can notice for Infosys today, Infosys, the sell off today that we have seen, 6% drag. Let's pull up the stock here. For all the investors to see, 5.8% down, 1,816. So we've seen the 6% drag today. That has led to market cap erosion for Infosys, and it has also hurt Mr. Narayan Murthy's family wealth by nearly 1,900 crore rupees in just today's sell-off as well. That's something that I wanted to point out for all our viewers. Remember, they've actually seen their holdings come down to 30,334 crore rupees after the sell-off. The market cap has dragged by about 7.5%, 7.5 lakh crore rupees right there. So that's the kind of move that you're seeing. Pardon me. So as far as the other things are concerned, we'll also try and wait for our market guests to join in. I think we do have Avinash joining in very, very shortly. We'll take a break and we'll come back, viewers.
We joined in an exclusive conversation with the U.S. Ambassador to India, Ambassador Garcetti. Biden administration is on its way out. Trump will be taking over soon. But before Trump takes over, if you could tell us what your experience has been in India and the achievements of Biden administration vis-a-vis India-U.S. relations.
Well, thank you, Geeta, and thank you for your friendship over my time here as ambassador. It's been the most extraordinary run of my life. I've gone to 27 states. I've gone to 6 union territories. I've seen from, Ladakh to